Hey, I just want to let you know I'm pulling into the funeral home here, and I've got some guys that are with me. Are you fine with me bringing them in? This is the iliac artery. And this clot coming out of the iliac. Normally we don't see clots in the iliac, in an artery. Usually they're in veins. And I'm probably not going to be able to get it all. This is not normal. Look at the size of this one. The big one came out of the vein. The small one came out of the iliac artery itself.
Wow. As the months passed by, the clots became worse, and each person, the quantity of them was much larger, and they were getting larger. We were doing an injection and drainage into the common carotid artery, and we were getting fluid in, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, and we could not get any more fluid. We were not getting any drainage of any type.
Oh, look at it. Look at it. Oh, watch out. It's going to squirt. That's a monster. Oh, holy Jesus. Come on.
I believe the only way that a medical doctor could see this in the body is if they actually went internally into the body.
And doctors around the globe have started to take a look at what's in the vials underneath the microscope. And Dr. Anna Mahalsia out of Washington State has been pioneering an effort to do this globally. And her and her colleagues have found and observed electromagnetic devices underneath the microscope, and they've seen the technology begin to self-assemble. Engineers have been looking at the vials, the fluid in the vials underneath an electron microscope, brought in cell phones to see if there's a reaction. And what they found is that when the fluid that's in the vials is near electromagnetic frequencies, whether they're from smartphones or smart towers in a house, it activates this technology. They also talk about in this patent, section 219, is the gels and the hydrogels. And it says mRNA disclosed herein may be encapsulated into any hydrogel known in the art, which may form a gel when injected into the subject. And hydrogel is comprised of single atom thick graphene oxides. So in Died Suddenly, when you see those long, thin, white fibrous clots, those are the product of magnetic smart hydrogel. They're called soft actuators. They mimic cells and proteins to the point that they can actually start building structures in the human body, tissue structures, anatomical structures. They can recreate entire systems and organs. And hydrogel is comprised of single atom thick graphene oxide. What you're also going to be seeing, though, is you're going to be hearing the benefits of graphene oxide. The mainstream media is going to say, oh, graphene oxide has these amazing bactericidal effects, meaning it kills bacteria. It has amazing antiviral effects. These are things that you're going to hear about graphene oxide. These are lies. Graphene oxide can be as thin as a single atom thick, but it's also a great conductor of electromagnetic fields. When it's been merged with these non-human proteins that Pfizer did in Groton, Connecticut, and they merged graphene oxide, an electromagnetic conductor, with proteins, biological proteins, and they create these new synthetic agents, they're called transducers. That means they can change the electromagnetic field inside the human body. Graphene oxide is being used because of its great electromagnetic properties. This is not conspiracy theory, and people are hosting electromagnetic fields. We have people who are able to put magnets to themselves. They're emitting Bluetooth signals.
Pero, ¿por qué a campo abierto y cuál fue la justificación? Con un dispositivo electrónico como este simple celular, con una aplicación para Bluetooth, cuando se estaba cerca de personas vacunadas, se recogían unos códigos Bluetooth que se llaman MAC, quiere decir Media Access Control o control de acceso a medio.
The first three, known as WE, correspond to the device manufacturer's identifier. The last three blocks, also known as NIC, are the serial number or identifier of the device itself.
Uno por uno, vacunado por vacunado, va a transitar del punto A al punto B.
Vamos a ver si se registra.
Uno por uno. Y vamos a ver a qué distancia nos da lectura el código Bluetooth. Entonces, ahora lo vamos a hacer así. ¿Y por qué lo estamos haciendo aquí? En mi lugar de trabajo, con esa misma computadora, salen 1500 códigos Bluetooth. Sí, que pase el primero, por favor. Ahorita, tiempo cero, no habemos ningún vacunado y no hay ninguna lectura de Bluetooth. Que pase, César.
Ya va para allá.
Este ya está listo esto para leer.
Sí, padre.
Luego este agarró. Sí. A ver, bien. Entonces, código de dedo 9, 36,
Sí,
54,
sí,
F de foco de dedo,
sí,
99,
sí.
52.
Cuando entraron.
¿Sí?
5403. Después otro de 9365.
Y ahorita otro, el 0F. Pues ya no sé de todos esos cuáles, pero o sea, el último que se prendió. Espérame.
Justo cuando va a entrar. Sí, ahí sí fue
Muy notorio.
súper claro.
Justo cuando entraste se encendió. Saludándolos desde un cementerio en alguna parte de la República, para que vean que no hay ninguna persona aquí, aparte de nosotros, que no estamos vacunados. Y aquí estamos recogiendo los códigos Bluetooth de personas que ya fallecieron. Por lo pronto en ese cementerio, 4 códigos Bluetooth que hemos detectado. Obviamente desconocemos dónde están las personas que fallecieron en 2021 y 2022 y nos estamos guiando por las lecturas de Bluetooth. Repito, estamos en un cementerio, aquí alrededor no hay nadie vivo a la redonda. Aquí, nuevamente, otro dispositivo Bluetooth más de una persona que falleció el 22 de noviembre del 2021. Ya están 11 dispositivos aquí registrados y ahí están los códigos MAC.
mRNA is software programs. It is encoding. And if you go to Moderna's website in the Wayback Machine from 2021, they specifically say on their website, mRNA is a temporary set of instructions for cells to make a protein. They call DNA the storage of that. And they call their mRNA platform an operating system.